Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. Right in my hands is Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 5, wrapping up the miniseries, written by Deniz and Cody Ziglar, art by Jonas Scharf, coloring by Edgar Delgado, and lettering by Cory Petit. Now, for those who've watched my reviews of the first 4 issues, you know I disliked this series. I was really reading it because I've been reading all of the Ultimate comics. This is clearly, there's a reason this was put out. We've got the idea as to why here. And it feels like 5 issues just to kind of get to this point. It is what I kind of feared, and I think in the first video when I did a review, which was that it's really just a story not unto itself. It's just a way to get from point A to point C. That it's a means to the end, if that makes sense. Things that could have been handled as like a backup story in all the other Ultimate comics. It's just been dragged out as a tour of the Ultimate Universe and wraps up here in a rather unsatisfying way to me. But it's interesting as to the implications of it. What we have learned is that the Ultimate Universe is ending. So I'm not convinced it's totally ending. I still think there's going to be something to it afterwards, and Marvel has a trick up their sleeve. But something major is happening to the Ultimate Universe. We get the teases here. This is a big deal as far as the current Ultimate Universe, the previous Ultimate Universe that Miles actually came from, and the 616 where Miles currently is. I'm going to outright spoil it as to why this is a big issue. So if you don't want spoilers, turn off the video here and you can go and purchase your copy. So you've been warned. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're done with spoilers. Not my problem anymore. So the big thing here is Miles winds up getting back his memories from the original the Ultimate Universe. I don't remember how they got taken away. I always thought he had some hints and knew he was from an other universe. But I don't think I ever really paid attention as to like how much he knew or he didn't know. So here he now has all his memories. He knows the original Ultimate Universe. I was going to say multiverse. The original Ultimate Universe. He winds up telling this version of Doom that he knows the origin of the Maker. That the Maker was Reed Richards. That the Maker was a hero that turned villain, which obviously is a big deal because Doom in this world is kind of a product of the Maker, and this world's Reed Richards, who's been enslaved by the Maker and turned into Doom. So that all has like pretty big implications. The boxes that Tony created to kind of create the superheroes are out there. He's realized that Doom can use it to make an army, or not Doom, the Maker and his people can use it to make an army. He sends it to the 616 with Miles, so now there's this like big weapon or whatever you want to call it sitting out there in the 616 that obviously going to have some sort of implications. This is also why I think something is going to happen with the Ultimate Universe post its end, that there's going to be something done with these boxes in the 616, which is then going to skirt out into to a new Ultimate Universe. Like something is going to happen afterwards. I'm not 100% sure what. But it's intriguing. This is one where I think what comes after is far better than what led to what comes after, if that makes sense. This series for the 4 issues is just nonsensical. It is a tour of the Ultimate Universe. It's boring. The art was kind of shoddy, like just not great storytelling. Here's where it all comes together, and it's literally like just half the comic that it comes together that we know. The other big part of this is now Magic knows that DaCosta in this Ultimate Universe is a snake and a problem, which is going to, of course, cause a schism between the Makers, generals, or whatever you want to call them, kings, rulers of the world. So, there's a lot of implications out of this story, and, it's interesting to see what has happened. What will happen afterwards, I think, is the bigger deal. So, as I predicted, like, the story itself on this, completely worthless. Like, the first 4 issues just has no impact whatsoever. This 5th issue is where things really kind of pay out. So, it played out exactly how I expected to. I still argue that this could have all been backup stories in the main Ultimate Comics and played out through all of those. And it probably would have been a stronger story that way because you would have less pages to work with. You would have to get to the point a lot quicker, and it would have been, I think, far more interesting. So overall, the series just it feels like it's I can make some guesses as to why they did it, but yeah, I don't think it was worth 5 issues to get to this. Again, the art it's okay. It's nothing special. I still think things look wonky at times. There's some stuff that's kind of cool. There's some interesting aspects, but for me as a whole, like, the art just hasn't clicked with this series. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just not. It feels like tie-in art, if that makes sense. Like the mini series that is the tie-in to the main event type of art, which is oftentimes, I would say, not A level. It's usually like a B level. So yeah, it's just not quite my thing. So as a whole, the series just hasn't been interesting enough. It doesn't feel interesting enough. It felt like a tour of the Ultimate Universe, and as I expected, what's coming after is really what matters from this. So played out pretty much how I expected in that first issue when I reviewed it. So you can go get this. It is out in shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We've got some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site and just watch our video, support us as always, so thank you as well. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.